Far beyond the stars, in a time before even the oldest explorers could remember, there was a place known to very few, a dark, twisted prison floating just on the edge of the galaxy. It was not a prison like any other. It was built around a black hole, a swirling vortex of nothingness where even light dared not enter. And it was here, among the eerie silence and the cold emptiness of space, that prisoners were sent to live out their days. This prison, known as the Black Hole Prison, was the last place anyone wanted to end up. The prison was home to the worst of the worst, outlaws, rebels, and those who had broken the most sacred laws of the galaxy. Once you were sent there, you were forgotten by the universe, lost to time and space. The guards of the prison were robotic and cold, with no interest in the prisoners' stories, only in keeping them locked away in their lonely cells. One day, a new prisoner arrived, Zale, a young man with a mysterious past. He had been captured during a daring escape attempt from a distant world, but his true crime was a secret no one knew. As Zale's shuttle entered the prison's orbit, something strange began to happen. The black hole that hung like a dark eye in the distance, silent, swallowing everything, began to stir. At first, no one noticed. The prison's guards went about their usual duties, their mechanical minds too focused on their tasks to sense the change. But the prisoners felt it. The very air seemed to shift as if something ancient was awakening. When Zale stepped off the shuttle and onto the cold, metal floors of the prison, he looked up at the swirling darkness above him, his heart pounding. He had heard stories, ancient legends passed down by wandering space travelers. They spoke of a black hole that was not just a force of nature, but a creature in itself, alive, thinking, waiting. The legend said that no one ever truly escaped the black hole. It consumed everything, even memories. But Zale had never believed them. That night, as Zale lay in his cell, the whole prison began to hum. A soft, low sound, almost like a voice, echoed through the halls. It wasn't the machinery, it wasn't the wind. It came from deep inside the black hole itself. At first, Zale thought it was his imagination. But then he heard the words, "I see you." He froze, his heart racing. What was speaking? The voice came again, this time clearer, more deliberate. It was the black hole or something beyond it speaking directly to him. "Zale, prisoner of the stars, you have arrived. Why do you come to me?" Zale's breath caught in his throat. He had heard stories of things that lived in the dark spaces of the universe, things older than the stars themselves, but he had never believed them to be true. Now he wasn't so sure. Was the black hole speaking to him, or was it something else? The prison was silent, the other prisoners oblivious to the strange exchange taking place. But Zale couldn't ignore it. He stood up, pacing the cold stone floor of his cell. His mind raced, wondering if this was some kind of trick, a game to torment him. "I am not just a place," the voice whispered again. "I am the keeper of secrets, of ancient things lost to time. You have come seeking punishment, but I offer you knowledge. Come closer, Zale, and I will show you the way to power." The voice seemed to promise something beyond anything Zale could understand. Power. Knowledge. The very thing he had been searching for his entire life. But he had heard enough of the universe's dark myths to know that such things came at a cost. "What do you want from me?" Zale asked, his voice trembling but determined. "Your soul," the black hole answered. "Your soul and the soul of those around you. Together we can break free." Zale stepped back horrified. He had been a prisoner for his crimes, but he had never imagined that a black hole, an ancient cosmic force, would seek to claim him. The legends were true. But what could he do? Could he challenge something so vast, so old? Or would he fall victim to the black hole's grasp, like so many before him? The voice continued, its tone shifting. It was no longer an offer but a demand. "I have waited for centuries and now you are here. There is no turning back, Zale. You must choose, to join me or to be consumed. The path is before you." Zale's mind spun. He had heard of lost civilizations, alien races that had once ruled the stars and vanished without a trace. Some said they had made deals with cosmic beings, trading their very souls for power, and in the end they were swallowed by the black holes they had sought to control. But could he really accept such a fate? Was this truly the beginning of something far greater, or the end of everything he knew? And so, the first chapter of the black hole prison began. The prison, the black hole, and Zale were bound together, caught in a dance older than time itself. Zale knew that the choice he faced would decide not only his fate, but the fate of all those around him. He closed his eyes, knowing that the adventure had only just begun.